Hello, divine beings. Today is our last day on all our energy centers. For the last 7 days, I've been making a video every day on each energy center to help everybody stay balanced and stay focused around all this chaos. So today, we'll be focused on our divine self, which is our crown chakra, which is our last of the 7 chakras, and it's on the top of our head. And that's actually associated with the color purple or the color white. If you notice today, I am wearing white today. So colors actually radiate at a specific frequency. So when you wear purple, you wear white, and your eyes see those colors, it helps your brain actually process information at a higher frequency as well. So if you want to have a higher energy center, or if you want to feel more enlightened, wearing the color purple or wearing white actually will help your brain radiate at a much higher frequency. So here are just some signs or some blockages or some red flags if your crown chakra is imbalanced or if you're having some blockages. So any psychological disorders, because the crown chakra is associated with your mind and with your head, any psychological disorders is considered a blockage in your crown chakra. So depression, schizophrenia, bipolarism, any personality disorders like narcissism, having an identity crisis. Sometimes when people start opening their third eye or people start having some changes, they tend to have an identity crisis where they don't know how to speak, they don't know how to be or who to be, because they're in the middle of trying to shed a personality that they have been conditioned to have. So having an identity crisis is actually a crown chakra imbalance. So if you're in the point of trying to find yourself and you're shedding these old personality traits, it's best to actually focus on your crown chakra to be able to tap into that higher self and to connect with that divine self, so you could have that conversation with your higher self and who you are and who you're supposed to be and which journey are you supposed to be on at this time. Anything that's confusing you, if you're constantly confused, there's no way to be confused sometimes in life, but if you feel like you're in a point in life where you're just constantly confused about everything, you don't know what to do, you know where to go, you know who you are, this is a crown chakra imbalanced. The inability to be able to connect with other people is a crown chakra imbalance as well. If you are very disconnected from people, like it's really hard for you to bond with other people, you have very unhealthy relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't just mean romantic, I mean relationships with anybody in general. So if it's really hard for you to get along with your coworkers, it's hard for you to get along with people in general, or it's hard for you to get along with your friends, if you fight with your friends a lot, if you fight with your family all the time, if you're fighting in your relationship, in your marriage, you're fighting with your kids all the time, this is a disconnect not only from yourself but from all that is, because the great divine actually works through all of us. It works through you, it works through me, it works through everybody. So if we're unable to connect with other people, then that is definitely a major sign of a crown chakra imbalance. Because when our crown chakra is balanced, we start to feel very connected to everything, and we start to love and accept everything for what it is, and seeing beyond the illusion. So here's some foods you could actually eat that'll help you balance your crown chakra, that'll actually help you feel a little more light and more enlightened. Is actually any white food, so coconut water or coconut milk, white potatoes, white rice, garlic. Actually, the best thing to do, which is what I'm doing today, I've been fasting from food all day. I've had fruit today, but I'm not eating anything else other than fruit. I'm drinking a lot of water. Here's my water mix right here. If you want the recipe to my water fast, go ahead and message me and I'll give it to you. But the best way too is to feel really, really light and really connected to not only your divine self, but to be able to connect to source and be able to connect to guides and be able to connect to other deities that are at a higher frequency. It's best to fast from food for however long your higher self tells you that you're comfortable with. I'm a pretty small person. I can't fast from food for a long time, so the most I've ever fasted was about a whole day. So that's what I do. So usually when I'm focused on my crown chakra, or if I had planned that day to speak to a deity who runs on a higher frequency, I'll fast. So today I'm fasting. I am working on my crown chakra, and today I plan on speaking to a Batala who has a very high frequency. So for me to be able to speak to him, I'm going to have to feel lighter myself. So that's why I'm fasting personally. Here's some oils or some essential oils and scents that actually help you feel enlightened as well. Is frankincense. Actually helps open this blockage we have up here. There's like sometimes if we're stressed out, we get this cloud and we feel heavy. So this frankincense, lotus, jasmine, rose, and palo santo will actually help release these clouds that we have and help us to connect to the divine web, help us to connect to our divine self, which is the self we're trying to get to by peeling everything that does not serve us. Because our whole life since we've been a baby, we have been conditioned since childhood to be somebody that we're not. Our parents told us who to be, our siblings told us who to be, our friends told us who to be, society tells us who to be, the news tells us who to be, shows that we favor on TV convinces us who we should be, who we should act like. So the point of finding ourselves is to be able to peel those layers off. And underneath all those layers is actually your divine self, your divine wisdom. So today I'm going to help you tap into that divine self and that divine wisdom, and actually move away from all the chaos that's happening in the world. There's a lot of shit going on, yeah, I get it. But today I'm going to help you lift above it and be able to see it from a different point of view, to see it as if it's much smaller than how you see it now. Because right now, everyone's looking at what's going on right now in the world as big problems. So I'm going to try to put you in a place with the guided meditation I'm about to start, to pull you away from this reality, your personal reality, and the reality that the media has conditioned you to believe at this time what's going on. I'm going to pull you away with a transcendental meditation technique. And what it is going to pretty much have you look down, not in like a snobby way, but I'm gonna have you have your mind go up in space, or go up with the divine, and look at everything from that point of view. And to be able to do that, I need you to be in a meditative state. So before I get started, I'm actually going to turn the camera around, and I want everybody to get really comfortable wherever you're at. You could either sit up or you could lay down. It's up to you. I usually tell people specifically what to do, but with this meditation, I think you'll be fine if you either lay down or sit up. But if you do sit up, make sure you sit in a dignified position. Sit crisscross applesauce, or sit up at the edge of your bed, or sit up on the couch. If you sit on the couch, do not lean back. Please sit up really straight and line your crown up with your heart. So if you are going to sit and not lay down, please make sure you're sitting up really straight, okay? And I'm going to turn the camera around. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you affirmations. And I want you to adopt these affirmations as if they are your own. And I want you to either repeat these affirmations out loud or repeat them within your mind. It's completely up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. If you're about to participate, please let everybody know who you live with at this time that you need some time alone. So go ahead and let your kids and your spouse know you're about to go to the other room, or go to the car, whatever it is that you want to do, to where you know you're not going to be interrupted for about 10 minutes. It's not going to take very long. I'm going to give you guys some time to get situated while I grab my notes and I situate my phone. I've been drinking water all day and no regular food, so my energy's feeling a little different today. I'm hungry. It's okay though. I'll eat tomorrow morning as soon as I get up. But I definitely do feel a lot lighter. I definitely feel less cloudy-headed with all the water I've been drinking. Okay, if you're ready, go ahead and get comfortable. If you need a blanket, get it now, because I don't want the temperature in the room to bother you in the middle of the meditation. So if there's a little chilly in the room, grab something to put over you really quick. And for a moment, I want you to just focus on your breathing. Just be one with the moment. Notice the weight of your body. Just for a moment, we're going to be mindful of everything that's around us. Maybe you notice a noise in the other room or outside. Just be in the present moment and notice how everything sounds right now. Maybe you could hear yourself breathing. You could hear the chime in the background of this video. You could hear my voice. Maybe you could even hear yourself thinking right now. If you notice any thoughts floating in your awareness, please do not judge them. Don't identify them. You're simply going to notice them and you're going to push them away. So when a thought comes into your awareness, you're just going to simply say, oh, it's a thought. And then just push it away with no judgment. And then return your focus back to the sound of your breathing in and out. We're going to do 4 to 8 count breaths. You're going to breathe in through your nose to the count of 4. And then you're going to breathe out your mouth to the count of 8. Again, you're going to breathe in your nose to the count of 4. And then you're going to breathe out your mouth to the count of 8. Go ahead and do it on your own 4 times. Okay, go ahead and return your breathing back to normal. Notice your breathing in and out without controlling it. You're going to do a quick body scan all the way from your toes to the top of your head, and you're going to make sure everything is relaxed. When you notice any tension, you're going to breathe in white light into that tension, and then you're going to breathe out tension. Breathe in white light. Breathe out tension. Give you a few seconds to do this body scan. And we're going to do 3 chants. This chant will help your crown chakra vibrate and open up. And it sounds like ing, like the end of an action word. Walking, chanting, sitting, ing. So with every breath out, you're going to chant ing. So take a deep breath in and then out ing. Breathe in and out. In. Breathe in and out. In. In. One more time by yourself. Go ahead and return your focus back to normal, back to your normal breathing. Notice the vibrations in your body. Notice how heavy your body feels. Notice your breathing. And in your mind's eye, you're going to imagine your spirit floating up above your body. And you're going to look down at yourself. With your mind's eye, you're going to float your awareness up above your body, and you're going to look back down on yourself. Almost like I want you to feel like your back is touching the ceiling, take a moment and focus on this. Well, watch yourself from a different perspective. Focus on watching yourself. As you're still watching yourself, you're going to take your awareness and you're going to float up higher. You're going to float above your home. You can see the ceiling of your home. You're outside now. Whether you're in an apartment or you're in a house. You're going to look at the roof. You're going to notice details of the roof. Maybe you see the yard, or maybe you see a car driving by. Just pay attention to what you see around the house. Looking from above, looking down at the house. And you're going to float even higher. You're going to float up higher. You're going to be up with the clouds. You're going to look down. You can see the city. You can see streets. Do you see any parks from where you're at? Maybe you could even see your car. I want you to notice what weather it is. Are there clouds around you? Or maybe there are no clouds. Maybe the sky is clear. Just look around, pay attention to what is below you, what is next to you. Take this time to just be with this moment. Now you're going to float even higher. Take your awareness to float even higher, and you're going to float past the atmosphere. The light blue sky is starting to turn black. I want you to keep floating above, past the clouds, past the moon. I want you to notice the sun is behind you, and the planet Earth is in front of you, and there's stars all around you. Just be with this moment just for a little bit. Notice everything around you. Notice which constellations are near you. Notice what your body feels like floating in this space. Now I want you to imagine that you are this space. Become one with this space. And with the following affirmations, I want you to repeat them out loud or repeat them within your mind's eye as if they are your own. I am divine. I am divine. I go beyond my limited beliefs. I go beyond my limited beliefs. I feel infinite. I feel infinite. I am connected to everything. I am connected to everything. All wisdom is available to me at all times. All wisdom is available to me at all times. I am open to letting go of my attachments. I am open to letting go of my attachments. I live in the present moment. I live in the present moment. When I speak wisdom. When I speak wisdom. I am an infinite expression of the divine whole. I am an infinite expression of the divine whole. I see myself as light. Healing power radiates through me. I see myself as light. Healing power radiates through me. I want you to sit with this stillness. Notice you're still floating in space. Notice how these affirmations have made you feel. And just for 1 minute, 60 seconds, I want you to, with every breath you breathe in, I want you to breathe in white light and out everything that doesn't serve you. For 1 minute, breathe in white light and breathe out all that doesn't serve you. Return your breathing back to normal. Notice the space around you. Notice the stars. Notice the sun behind you, and the moon and the planet is in front of you. And you're going to start coming back and you start lowering your awareness, lowering your spirit back close to the earth. You're entering the atmosphere. You're going through the clouds. Notice the weather. Notice the temperature. You see the roof of your home. You see your neighborhood. You're going to move in closer and slowly back into the room that you're in. The ceiling in the room you're in is now behind you. Slowly float back into your body. Float back into the moment. Notice the temperature on your skin. Notice your breathing. Maybe there's some noises nearby. I want you to go ahead and wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. I want you to rub your palms together. As soon as they get warm, warm your palms up, really, really warm. Keep rubbing them. And as soon as your palms get really warm, you're going to place your palms over your eyes. And let your mind and your crown chakra and your brain soak up all the warmness from your hands. Feel how warm your hands are. And when you're ready, you're going to open your eyes and notice how the light seeps in through your fingers and through your hands. And whenever you're ready, you're going to remove your hands and welcome back. I want you to notice how the meditation changed your perspective and turned everything that once was large into something such a smaller problem. You notice when your awareness is far away, everything seems so tiny compared to what it was before. Know that everything that happens on this planet is much smaller compared to the infinite universe. And everything that is happening now is just a blink of an eye in the eye of the universe. So try not to take everything so seriously or make things so much bigger than they need to be. Don't let the media convince you to wrap your mind around something that your mind doesn't need to wrap around. This is the last chakra video I'll be making for a while. Of course, I will be doing other live videos like readings. I love doing readings. I think they're fun. Certain things you could do to help open your crown chakra is number one thing is stargazing. Look into the sky. When was the last time you looked up into the stars and realized how much bigger everything is beyond us? If you are conscious and you want to know which deity or guide to speak to in regards to your crown chakra, the best deities or guides to speak to is Obatala and Ra. That's Obatala and Ra. I hope everyone's having an enlightened day, and I will see you guys soon. The next time I decide to do some live readings, maybe today, sometime this week, I'll be doing some live readings. Namaste, peace, and war.